Okay, so I have a different typewriter for you. If you follow me, you know I kind of have a lot of similar styles that come through. So this is a new one for us since we've been doing videos. We had one when early on when we started our business, but it's been a long time. This is a 1938 Remington Portable Deluxe, and so this video will probably be a little bit longer because there's a lot to show you on this typewriter. So first of all, you'll notice that the keys are really flat, but this is not in the typing position. This is a storage position, and so it's secured on the bottom board of its case. Now, if you want to take it off of that and just keep it in your office or workspace, school space, and you're not going to be transporting it, you can unscrew it. There's two of the bolts here, and then there's two in the back. You can unscrew it from the board. But if you think you're going to be moving it around, just keep it on that board, and then the cover just snaps on top of it. Now, when you first open it up, you're not going to really be able to do much. First of all, the handle is pressed in, and so I'm going to show you that in a minute. Secondly, the keys are pushed down for storage, and so we want to get it ready to type on. Excuse me. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to pop this handle out, and you kind of just put your hand on here and then pop that out. Okay, so now it's kind of ready to go there. Now, when it's time for storage, you're going to put your finger, this is the carriage release right here, but behind that is a little tiny lever that's kind of pushed against that carriage release. So hold on to the carriage and push that in, and then pop your handle back in for storage, because the case won't fit with the handle out. And now you'll see, now that the handle is in, you'll see that the return or the carriage release is kind of stuck against the, it's just kind of pressed in. It's not usable. So again, put your hand there, pop that out. This is also a carriage release. This is the carriage release, and then the little lever behind, like at the base of the carriage release on the left side, push that in to put your handle back in. Okay, so that's one way to get it ready. Second thing is we want to raise these bars, and to do that, I'm going to show you the side. Right here, you're going to see this lever, and I'm not going to be able to do it holding it up, but what you want to do is kind of pull out, and then you push it. And so now I'm going to show you what the side looks like. Okay, so now it's over on the other end, and you'll see that the type bars have not raised. So I'm going to put it up, so it's going to look like that. It kind of looks like a rack of lambs. If you had rack of lamb, I love rack of lamb, but that's what it looks like when it's in the typing position. Now I'll put it down. See, I forgot to flip it up. That's what it looks like in the storage position. Okay, so let me put it back up. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look around. Now your margins are going to be back here. All right, so you just press and drag them where you want them to be. There is a paper holder. Oops. And this is not the easiest typewriter to use. It's really cool looking. And this is not going to be for everyday typing. This is just going to be for fun. Okay, so there's your paper holders, which is a little bit different than what we're used to when we pull that out. Okay. And then your return handle is right here. Okay. Now when you hit the return handle, it's going to advance right now one line. To switch it to two lines, this little knob, it's a tiny little knob, you pull it out, and then you turn it. Which one am I on? 1, 2. Okay, yeah. So you just kind of turn it to, there you go. Back, there's 1 line and 2 lines. That's your only option. This right here, well, let me put this back down. I know this is taking a long time, but there's a lot to show you on this. This is not a beginner typewriter. This is just a very complicated typewriter, and again, it's going to be for fun. So the spools, you see right here, these are 1-inch spools. These are not standard. This is the original spool. So when you take them out, you got to move these bars back, okay? Take them out, and you can send them to us. We have a custom spool option, and we'll roll fresh ribbon on it. We've already put fresh ribbon on here, and that's going to last you a long time. When you get to the end of the spool, you need to reverse the direction, and you do it right here. I'm going to move it to the side. See that? And you just push. And on the side, push. So you just go back and forth, okay, on reversing the spool direction. You should be able to reverse the direction dozens of times before you need to change out the ribbon. All right, let me put this back up. Color selectors here, black is on the top, red is on, black is on the bottom, red is on the top. Here's your backspace, shift lock, and if there's a margin release, I don't know where it is. So I apologize that I realized I don't know where the margin release is. Okay, let's go ahead and do a typing demo, and I'm just going to leave this perspective here. Okay, so it fits just a regular piece of paper right there, and you turn that handle, pull that through. Okay, got it through. It just, I had to give it a little bit of help to get through. And then this right here is your paper release, so you can adjust it. All right, so let's go ahead and do our typing. No number 1, so you use the lowercase l. This is a 1938. Now the keys feel fantastic. And you can hear that pop sound. That just, the Remingtons have a very specific sound to them. This is a Remington portable Deluxe. Okay. So the keys are nice and solid. The shift lock seems to be working just fine. So you may wonder, why is it making that noise? Well, if you notice on other typewriters, there's a bar that goes across and it holds that paper tight against the roller. This does not have that. So what you're hearing is the space between the paper and this, what's called a platen roller, whatever you want to call it. It's the space, the air between that. So when it's hitting the paper, it's making that popping sound. So again, while this is typing very well, I wouldn't use it. I mean, it probably would stand up just fine, but I would find it as a writer, I would find it very frustrating for like long projects, or those that require just a lot of thought and ruminating while you're writing. This, you have to focus more on the actual writing. So maybe you're doing a letter or poetry or a journal entry, and you just want to enjoy being on the typewriter. That's what this is going to be more for, because you're really going to be focused on the performance and the operation of the typewriter more than you are the thoughtfulness behind what you're composing. Okay, let's keep going. That's a nice bell. That bell sounds really good. Oops, backspace. I really like that bell. I don't normally say that about typewriters, but this one just is a very charming bell. Backspace again. Your fingers have to get used to where everything is. In terms of spacing, I mean, the keys are normal and all, but each typewriter's spacing is slightly different. And this has the original glass keys with that chrome circle, frame around it. But these, it has a little lip that sticks up. It's not flat across. And so my fingernail keeps catching the lip of some of those keys. So each one is just, you have to adjust to the personality of a typewriter. Okay, I really like how this feels. So, when I said earlier that this probably a lot more thought goes into the actual performance of the typewriter, I think that's going to be very true for the first few times that you use this. However, that being said, as I'm typing, I'm really enjoying the feel of this typewriter. So once you get it all set up and you're used to typing on it, I think you're going to really be able to move beyond and use this for some of your more intensive writing projects. So I'm backpedaling a little bit what I said earlier, but that's just once you get used to the typewriter. So I hope this helps. It's really a fun, I love the two-tone. This is the original color scheme on it, and it has the yellow keys. Such a pretty and fun typewriter. Thanks so much for watching. You all have a great day.